everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be giving you the top 10 loadouts you can be using right now in Call of Duty Warzone, including some bonus loadouts like a battle rifle that can actually shoot through almost any wall you want, and an SMG built like the OG Blixen from Warzone 1. So if you like this style of straight to the point loadout content for Call of Duty Warzone, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell. And then make sure to comment down below because I always respond to everyone who comments within the first hour this video is released. Let's get you these loadouts. For this first set of loadouts, we're using the Akimbo Reclaimer 18s, which have been buffed when it comes to the fire rate, and then the Kar 98. The Kar 98 still one shots to the head up to like 52 meters or something like that, and it's still very solid. So with the Reclaimer 18, we're rocking the Bryson improved choke muzzle. I like the 12 gauge slug rounds here for sure. Point G3P 04 laser for hip fire spread and accuracy. Then we're rocking the Haste XV grip tape here for sure, and then the Jack Devastators, which really buff this fire rate now and the rechambering time 100%, which is so solid, and they are kind of broken. And then for the Kar 98, we're rocking the Sonic Suppressor L muzzle, which really helps this range. The Precision long barrel here. I like the high grain rounds for maximum range for sure. The SPX 80 sight or whatever sight makes you comfortable, and the no stock for maximum ADS speed. For the next set of loadouts, I love the Bal 27. The Bal 27 is highly underrated and not talked about a lot actually right now. And then I've got an MCW build as an SMG that is technically the fastest TTK time when it comes to an SMG that we'll have. So for the Bal 27, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor here. I like the Crown H3 barrel, the Jag Glassless Optic for sure. I like the Ardent Tac stock here, and the 60 round mag. I feel like this is like the BP50 on steroids, to be honest. Like, this thing barely moves and has a higher TTK than a longer range BP50, which really is a lot of fun to use. Then for that MCW, we're rocking the Chimera Silent Shot integral barrel here. This will take up your barrel spot and a muzzle spot, so you don't have to add a suppressor. Then we're rocking the DR6 handstop underbarrel. I like the 40 round mag here for sure. The RB Rapid Strike grip for maximum sprint to fire speed, a 30% increase in sprint to fire speed, which is awesome. And then the Jack Raven kit, which turns this basically into an SMG. And although it's not going to be your fastest SMG at all, but the TTK is going to be faster than any SMG from 10 meters or closer. For the next set of loadouts, we do have that BP50 for longer range and the WSP9, which is still very solid. For the BP50, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor. I like the Lore 9 heavy barrel here, the Jack Glassless Optic, the 4-barrel heavy stock for sure, and the 45 round mag. Show this to you here in the firing range, but man, this thing also is just so solid when it comes to recoil control. Just barely moves at all. Then for that WSP9, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor. I love the paracord grip here for sure, the high grain rounds, the 50 round mag, and the NIDAR model sight. This thing is a lot of fun to run, man. Just very solid, very high damage as well. Then for the next loadout, we're rocking the Holger 556, and this is a highly underrated one as well. I don't hear a lot of people talking about this enough. And then the Vel 46. For the Holger 556, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Kraus 6 match barrel, the Bruin Pivot vertical grip, the RB Adel Assault stock, which really helps with that recoil control, and the 40 round mag. If you want to take off a attachment in order to put an optic on here, I would probably just take off the RB Adel Assault stock most likely, but that's completely up to you. But this thing is a ton of fun to run, very high TTK, very low recoil as well. I like running it without the iron sights, or with the iron sights. The Vel 46, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor. I like the Lock DX 203mm barrel here. This really helps with recoil control and range. Then I like the paracord grip here for sure, the 50 round mag, and then the Schlager Soldier grip, which maximizes that sprint to fire speed, paired with the paracord grip is an awesome combination. And the TTK for this is actually really good. Honestly, I always forget about this MP7 or the Vel 46, if you will. The TTK is great with this SMG. Next up, we have a Burnout Holger, or Holger with the Burnout kit on here. I have an unlimited WSP Swarm build here for you guys. Love this Swarm build. You guys will see why. For this Holger 26, we're rocking the canted Vibro.7 laser. This will automatically put this weapon in canted or tack stance mode. Then we're rocking the Bruin Pivot vertical grip here. I like the Morn 20 grip, the Ascent Lord stock for even more recoil gun kit control, and the Jack Burnout kit. And this will increase the damage, increase the range a little bit as well, and the rate of fire. And what this Burnout kit does is it basically takes and shoots really, really fast and 2 rounds at a time. I think this might be a little secret meta as well. This thing feels very, very solid. Then for this WSP Swarm, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor. I like the Paracord grip here. We're rocking the Chimera Laser Light, the FSS Fortress Heavy stock for massive recoil gun kit control, and the 100 round drum, which will give it that unlimited ammo feel. But like you can knock so many people with this thing. Put this thing in tack stance here, just like this, and it barely moves. It's so good. This was a lot of fun to run. It was a nice refresh, or just like a nice change of pace for just using the same SMGs all over and over again. I love the WSP Swarm, so this is a great switch if you want to have some fun. For the next loadout, we're rocking the MTZ 556 with the HRM9. The MTZ 556, you're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, MTZ Drifter Heavy Long Barrel, Paracord grip for sure, the 50 round drum, and the MTZ Marauder stock, which really helps with that gun kit control. But man, this thing is a lot of fun too, dude. This is just very, very solid, very low recoil as well. Just really, really solid time. And then the HRM9, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor here. I like the Thorn 90 barrel, Paracord grip for sure, 50 round drum, and the Hatchet Light stock, which really helps with that mobility as well. Again, movement's okay on it. Movement's okay. 10 meters is kind of where you want to use this. 20 meters, it gets real tough to handle the actual recoil. But 10 meters and below, if you like the HRM9, this one might be for you. For the next loadout, we're rocking the STG 44. Love the STG paired with this movement striker. Love my movement striker. For the next set of loadouts, we're rocking the STG 44 paired with the overall, honestly, I think the overall best SMG in the game, just when it comes to consistency, and that's the striker. The STG 44, I'm rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor, the Heinrichter C70 long barrel, the Jack Glasses optic, the R79 combo stock, and the 50 round drum. Love this thing. This thing is insane. A lot of fun to run. Very high TTK and very low recoil, especially when it comes to visual recoil. The striker, we're rocking the Quartermaster Suppressor. I like the Striker Elite long barrel here. Paracord grip for sure. High grain rounds to maximize that range, and the 48 round mag. This thing just feels incredible all the time. Every time I run it, very little recoil, very high damage now too, and you can almost use it at any range you want. Next up, we have the TAC Eradicator, which is the best long range option besides the DTIR right now. And then I'm rocking the Rival 9 as a secondary here. TAC Eradicator, you want the Quartermaster Suppressor. I like the Conqueror 70 long barrel. I like the Bruin Pivot vertical grip. I've been using this a little bit more just strictly for things that have a high recoil gun kick. The Jag Glasses optic for sure, and the Tech Verde core stock, which really helps with that recoil gun kick, which this thing does have, but not very much of it anymore after we add these attachments. This thing feels incredible. In the Rival 9, I like the Quartermaster Suppressor here. Rival C clear shot barrel for sure. The Paracord grip. I like the 50 round drum here, and then the high grain rounds for maximum range. This thing just feels incredible too, man. It's nothing when it comes to like movement speed. So if you're like trying to YY and do all this other mess, it's not the greatest, but man, it definitely slaps. It feels really great right now. Next up, we have the Static HV, which is everybody claims is the #1 SMG in the game. Like I said, I think that MCW is, to be honest. This is my favorite SMG in the game, which is the Striker. And then you have pretty much everyone's meta favorite right now, which is the Striker HV. But then I have like a Cooper Carbine style build for the Cast Off LSW. I think it just feels really like this is the closest thing we've had to the Cooper Carbine for a while as far as just fire rate and recoil control. Now, it doesn't have like zero recoil or anything like that, but man, I would give anything to have like the sound effects back from Warzone 1. We were talking about this last night, but sound effects from Warzone 1 having those bullet impact sound effects and the crack of the shield sound effects, that would be so cool to be able to add back if we wanted to. Anyway, I missed that. For the static HV, I like the quartermaster suppressor here, auger 840 light barrel, jack slash underbarrel here, night R model sight, and the tac hive stock here. But yeah, man, this thing feels great. Static HV is still on top when it comes to SMGs as far as TTK goes, except for that MCW. And then cast off LSW, we're rocking the quartermaster suppressor, the mitigator X40 heavy barrel, the Bruin pivot vertical grip. Now for the barrel here, you can rock the mitigator X40. This is why I did this, is strictly for recoil control. But if you want to go maximize the range a little bit, get a little bit more range and damage out of it, go with this elevator long barrel here for sure. Just completely up to you there, but I prefer the X40 just strictly for recoil control. Then we're rocking the Corey Eagle's Eye because I wanted to make this feel, you know, a little bit like the Cooper Carbine from back in the day. But I'd use the Jack glassless if you're actually trying to be competitive with it. The Spetsnaz S15 stock as well, which really helps with recoil control again. So let's do here in the firing range, man, but this thing feels incredible when it comes to recoil also. So just, it's a lot of fun to run. It was a lot of fun to run, and it comes with 100 rounds base mag, so you can't complain about that. Next up, we have the DTIR. The rounds that I'm going to use in this actually shoot through any wall you want to. Basically, they're just kind of bugged right now, I think. And then this Superior 46 that I have paired with it feels a lot like the OG Blixen back in the day. So for this DTIR, we're rocking the quartermaster suppressor. I like the Jack glassless optic here, the Rifleman 200 stock, the 40 round mag, and the mono rounds. This is what's going to be able to make you shoot through walls and stuff. And if you will take this and you will put on Combat Scout, so when you fire at somebody, it will mark them, and they will mark them through the wall. So if like they're running into a building and you're shooting at them and you hit them, it'll mark them through that wall, and you could just sit there and shoot through a wall and shoot them through any wall. It's so broken, and a lot of people are using this right now. I'm sure it'll get nerfed soon, but we'll see. They're pretty focused on Black Ops 6 right now, so I'm not sure it will get nerfed, but we'll show this to you in the firing range. Another option you have is to take off the stock and put the long barrel on here as well. So completely up to you there. So you could take off the stock and put the Sanctum 60 long barrel, but again, completely up to you guys. It could be a very solid option here for sure. I don't know. They're broken either way. The barrels really don't matter. Then for the Superior 46, we're rocking the Lux 30 heavy barrel, the Jack Slash. I like the slate reflector sight here just to give it that OG feel. Rescue 9 stock for sure, and the 40 round mag. This thing feels awesome too. This was a lot of fun to run. Very high TTK, especially at closer ranges. But man, it kind of is like the closest thing we had to the Blixen for a while, especially if you put the Jack Slash. It just kind of reminds you of like the speed the Blixen had and those kinds of things. Just a lot of fun. Thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed this style of video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that noti bell so you don't miss a video like this or like any of these. We'll see you in the next one.